Hi friends, long time no see. So I apologize for the messy background and the content that you're about to witness. But long story short, read the title, I got COVID. And I decided to document my experience with COVID. I know that some people had it real bad, some people were totally asymptomatic. I decided, luckily there's still a lot of people that haven't experienced it, so I decided to document what it's like for me. That way, in case just one of you out there hasn't gotten it and ends up finding out, oh no, like this person that I was around tested positive, what if I have it? You can see at least one person's actual experience with it, beginning to end. So yeah, join me for my COVID experience. Hi friends, sorry that I look so disgusting, but if you read the title of this video, then you already know. I have COVID. Also, ignore how nasty my teeth look. I just took a bunch of Dayquil and it's orange and it like stained my teeth. But yeah. So today is day 2 of knowing I had COVID. So yesterday I woke up and I had a headache and a scratchy throat, and I know that a few people at work had tested positive, including someone I was in close contact with. So having any symptoms, I'm like, let me get tested. Luckily, we already had some at-home testing kits, and it was positive. So if you hear noises in the background, since I tested positive yesterday, my fiance has to work from home as well, because obviously we live together. He's in very close contact with me. We share a bed. They didn't want to risk him being at work. So yesterday, pretty much, I slept the first half of the day, took a test, and it was positive, and then I laid in the bathtub for like 2 hours, and then I tried to sleep off and on, and I just can't sleep. I know that for a lot of people, hearing the word COVID is a very scary thing, so I figured I would just document what having COVID is like for me. As of right now, I have pretty much the same symptoms as yesterday. I have a pounding headache, a scratchy throat, and I'm a little wobbly on my feet. Pretty much, as of now, it feels like it's just a bad head cold. Yesterday, I had some chills off and on. So far, I don't have any of those today. And yesterday, it definitely felt like I had a mild fever. I didn't test my actual temperature, but my fiance kept feeling my forehead, and he was like, no, like, you are warm, and you're never warm. So I definitely had a mild fever, but as of right now, it doesn't feel like it to me. So follow me along in the next 5 days of self-isolation and then 5 days of wearing a mask everywhere, which I do anyways, which is the part that's driving me bananas about how I ended up with COVID after all of this. So it is now roughly 1 p.m. I've pretty much just been sitting in bed watching videos on my phone all day because, like I said earlier, my fiance has been working from home, so he's answering phones, so I can't really do anything that makes noise. So I've just been laying in bed with headphones on, watching YouTube videos. I have been coughing a lot more today than I was yesterday, and I have a lot of pressure behind my eyes, but that just feels sort of more like a sinus infection if you ask me. But I mean, yeah, I'm not feeling too terrible, and I really hope I didn't just jinx myself by saying that, but so far, day 2 of having COVID, I'm not feeling great, but I'm also not feeling terrible. We are on to day 3 of COVID, and NyQuil has been a wonderful friend of mine. So yeah, pretty much yesterday, we ended up getting dinner delivered. I just had rice. But yeah, yesterday I just ate some dinner, took some NyQuil and KO'd. Today I woke up at 5 a.m. I took more NyQuil, and then I slept until like 11:30 a.m. Woke up, took some Dayquil, and I somehow got my ass in the shower today and I was able to wash my hair, which looks absolutely disgusting, by the way. I mean, no shade to my hair. It's just so brassy. I should have used my purple shampoo today, but I didn't have that in me today. I did not have the energy to actually purple shampoo my hair. I somehow was able to wash and blow dry my hair today, and by that,
I mean that my fiance brought a folding chair into the bathroom for me to sit in while I blow dried my hair. So, shout outs to him for Best Fiance Award. It actually snowed for the first time this season last night. I wanted to go out and enjoy the snow, but I've been trying to be a functioning human. I walked outside for a few minutes to get some fresh air, and it was after my fiance had already shoveled, so I got a little bit of fresh air. I stood outside for maybe like 3 minutes, and the cold was too much. I'm like, no, I'm going back inside. I'm still very stuffy, and my throat is still pretty scratchy, but other than that, I think I'm feeling much better. I mean, while drying my hair, I was getting really dizzy, but other than that, I think I'm doing okay. It's really just the congestion is getting to me at this point. That's really all it is right now, is just the congestion is annoying. So as of right now, it might just be because of how much NyQuil I've taken since yesterday and how much sleep I got. But right now, it just feels like a real bad head cold. And like, I'm not gonna lie, when I found out I had COVID, I was kind of really scared. But like, I'm feeling good right now. Well, not good, but like, I'm feeling better than I thought I would knowing that I had COVID. It's not as scary as I was afraid it was going to be. So we may or may not have just watched the movie Snow Day, and I may or may not have had a full-blown dance party in my bed to the song Another Dumb Blonde by Hoku, because that song was my childhood. And now I am making my fiance bring me my cat so we can watch Homeward Bound, because I ugly cried during that movie. Still, to this day, no matter what, will always ugly cry. So I must always snuggle my pet when I watch Homeward Bound. It's just a rule. Anyone else who's seen Homeward Bound, you know how it works. Also, I feel like my face is looking a lot better, but my under eye bags are not doing much better right now. I feel like I'm gonna need some under eye masks. My under eyes are in rough shape, but the rest of me is not looking that bad. I officially have the best friends on the planet. So my friend Kelsey has been checking up on me every day, and she told me today, like, hey, I'm going out to the grocery store, do you need anything? And I said, oh, if you happen to stumble upon any Pedialyte, any flavor other than grape. Like, we've had people out, like, if they go out, we're like, can you just check for Pedialyte? No one's found in any flavor other than grape. Kelsey texts me, hey, I got it, I'm bringing it to your house. I just go into the bag that she dropped off for me. She got me tissues, because I told her it's affecting me more as like a head cold, so she got me tissues. She got me Pedialyte powder mix to mix in with my water. And she got me Pedialyte. Like, my friends are better than yours. Like, huge shout out to Kelsey. Thank you so much, Kelsey. I love you to death. You already know that. But like, this honestly meant the world to me. Like, thank you so much. So it's Monday, day 5 of COVID, and unfortunately my fiance has it. We already knew he was going to, but like, he's starting to actually get symptoms, poor thing. He's sitting next to me happily eating the Popeyes that he got delivered because he wanted Popeyes. It's weird because I keep seeing people that have COVID that are like, oh yeah, like, I, work out every day. I do this, I do that. I'm like, I'm taking it easy. Like, I feel like I'm fine. But if you think that I'm getting out of bed and, like, being a functioning human, then you're insane. I feel like I could get out of bed and do stuff and be a functioning human, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm taking COVID as my body telling me that I need to slow down and relax. So that's what I'm doing. So I ended up not documenting yesterday, which was Tuesday, which I felt okay yesterday. I felt like I was doing real good. Like, literally, all I really did was I stayed in bed and then I watched Psych with my fiance because he's got it bad right now too. So I'm like, okay, like, it's a good day. Today's Wednesday. Today I was supposed to go back to work. I slept a little later than I normally would have because my fiance is still
either working from home or not working, depending on how he's feeling. He has to answer phones, so if he has a bad cough, he can't answer the phone, so they're giving him some time off. But he was going to just bring me to work closer to. Normally, he drops me off like an hour before my shift starts so he can get to his job, which is like a 45-minute drive from our house. But instead, I'm like, okay, I can sleep later since he's working from home. He can drop me off closer to when my shift actually starts. I get up, I start getting ready. I get really dizzy, but I'm like, okay, we can work through this, we can work through this. And then I start getting really bad chest pains. Right, like, on my breastbone, on the left-hand side. I have the worst chest pains. It feels like my chest is going to explode. So, I called my boss, and I told him what's going on, and he told me, okay, take another day, take care of yourself. This is kind of what I was worried about just staying in bed and taking it easy, was that, like, I wouldn't be ready to do anything when the time came. But, like, it is what it is. This is the first time that I've gotten really bad chest pains, though. That's a new symptom. I mean, it might be partially anxiety about going back to work when I know that I still have COVID, and I might just be anxious about that. But, like, my anxiety normally doesn't cause these kinds of chest pains. Like, I know the anxiety chest pains, and they're a different chest pain than this. So that's a fun new symptom. My fiance lost his sense of smell today. So that's not fun. It is now Friday. I did not film any updates yesterday. Yesterday I went back to work. I was there for maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then they sent me home because I looked like garbage and I was still coughing. So they sent me home. And I pretty much spent the whole day in bed. Today, I've pretty much spent the whole day in bed. My fiance and I are almost done rewatching Psych. Well, rewatching for me, watching it for the first time for him. We pretty much used the quarantine to just watch all of Psych, which is one of my favorite shows, and he's just never seen it. It's about to be the long weekend, so we are going to spend a long weekend actually having a Harry Potter movie marathon because he's never seen Harry Potter. Shocking, right? I think he said that he's seen the first movie, but nothing since then. So we're going to watch all of them. So that's going to be fun. As of right now, I have some minor chest pain still. I googled it though, and everything says that's normal, and it's just a normal part of recovery from COVID, or at least with the Omicron variant. So I was freaking out, but now I'm not. I'm still dizzy if I'm standing for too long. So, like, I had to walk home from work when they sent me home. So I literally called, like, one of my best friends, and I talked to him on the walk home. Because, like, I didn't want to just walk home. I didn't trust myself because I was so dizzy. So, like, I'm still dizzy. But I'm not, like, as bad as I used to be. And, like, I still have a lingering cough. It's not constant, but when it comes out, it's bad. So, yeah, as of right now, a week and a day from my positive COVID test, that's where I'm at. I feel good while I'm, like, sitting in bed. Like, while I'm sitting here, I'm good. I get up and I start to walk around and I get dizzy. But, like, I'm just staying in bed and I'm pretty much good. Again, still some, like, slight chest pains. But, like, for the most part, I'm doing good. It's just, if I'm up, I'm dizzy. And when I start coughing, it's bad. So, it is Saturday. I'm feeling really good, honestly. Like, my cough still comes and goes. But other than that, like, I'm feeling really good. I got into the car with Tom. We went on a little drive. And I regret that. Because I got super car sick. I thought I was going to throw up. So that is the one thing, is that I normally love going for drives. And right now I can't because I get super car sick super easily. But we are going to settle in and have a movie marathon weekend because this is a long weekend. If you've been following my COVID journey, it is currently Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. So, yeah. I mean, I'm honestly feeling great. The cough just, like, won't quit. And if I'm standing for too long, I'm still dizzy. And I think that's going to be a thing for a while. And I hate that. But I think that's going to be a part of me now, is I'm just that girl that's dizzy when she stands, because I can't shake that. I went to work today. First day back. As you guys have seen, I already tried to go back last week and they sent me home. So this is my first day back to work. And I'm not feeling my best. I think you can tell that I don't look my best. My hair also looks terrible. I can't wait to get my hair done because this needs a tone so bad. But yeah, I didn't wear my glasses because I'm still extremely dizzy. And that's what it is. My chest pains are pretty much gone. My cough is almost gone. I get a little coffee in the morning. Coffee, not drinking coffee. But I get a little coffee in the mornings. And then every now and then it's like I just feel like I need to clear my throat and just that kind of cough. But for the most part, the only real issue is that I'm dizzy. Like, don't get me wrong, I was freezing today, but I don't think that that's related to COVID. I think that's just because it's freezing up in New England right now. Like, Boston is so cold, you have no idea. But yeah, it's pretty much just standing, I was dizzy. Sitting, I was dizzy. Constantly, I was just dizzy. But like, back in the day, I used to have dizzy spells all the time, so I think that they're just back now. I think COVID just brought my dizziness back, and this is just going to be my new normal, is constantly being dizzy. It's not something that I want to have, but it's certainly not the worst long-term effect that there could be. Also, I don't not have hair. I have a ponytail. So, again, I'm still not wearing my glasses because I'm so dizzy, and I'm afraid of falling and shattering my glasses because those are expensive. So I'd say I'm almost fully recovered. I don't think I'm gonna get much better than this. I think this is going to mostly be my new normal. So it is now Monday the 24th, 2 days before this video goes live. I'm sitting down to edit everything today and tomorrow. So I figured I would film one last clip for you all. So this weekend I actually went out for the first time since getting COVID. So needless to say, I'm feeling way better. I'm still not 100% in that I'm still getting lightheaded, but like I said before, I already had dizzy spells. I feel like that's just going to be something that stays. So all in all, I'm about 99% back to where I was. It's just the dizziness now. But I used to already have dizzy spells, so that's not really a huge deal for me. I know that sounds terrible, but like, if that's all that's left, all in all for me, COVID really felt like a bad head cold. I know I kept saying that, but at the end of the day, that's what it felt like for me. Would I want to get it again? No. Would I want to get a head cold? No. But it wasn't as terrifying as I thought COVID would have been. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you to everyone who wished me well during COVID. A lot of you were sending me messages on Instagram, and my friend Kelsey was the real MVP running errands for me, like being my day one. Love you, girl. But yeah, thank you so much for caring, checking in. I'm real lucky in that my day job still paid me while I was out with COVID. So, thank God. That was a huge relief. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
I don't know, but I've been told the world outside is oh so cold. So cold.